Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. Does it seem like you're always missing just one key skill that they need to have for that job? I mean, your resume's working, you're getting the interviews, but you've never used a flux capacitor before, and that's what they really needed. Well, today I'm going to tell you what might really be happening, and I can't promise you're going to like this today, but knowing that this is happening might help. And as always, if this video is helpful for you, please click that like button and share it with your network right now so more people can find it. I really appreciate your help with that. Now, most people that I know feel that they are very good at interviewing already, and I suspect that you feel the same. But what you need to understand is that this is a very different marketplace now. Companies aren't just posting ads in the local papers and hoping that someone with the right skills is going to respond, giving them very limited options of who they look at. Now, through applicant tracking systems, really good recruiters, job posting software, social media, they have lots of options. And instead of just searching for a skill, they're screening for personality type, demeanor, how well you prepared for the interview, how many questions you asked, how you spoke about prior employers. There are so many factors that could screen you out of the process now, and most of them, if they told you exactly why you're being rejected, it would be a huge argument. It's like, I'm sorry, we really need someone who came prepared with 4 questions and you only had 1 for us. So I'm really sorry, this isn't going to work out. You'd be furious, right? I mean, how can they make a decision based on that? And you could argue and justify why you didn't ask more questions, or that your demeanor shouldn't matter for a skilled position, or whatever the soft skill was that you feel the employer didn't perceive correctly. But do you know what you can't argue? You can't argue that you have experience with a flux capacitor or whatever skill it is that they name that they know you don't have on your resume, or a specific industry or a title that you've never had. That's their out, right? You walk away disappointed that you didn't get the job, but that it wasn't your fault. And they don't have to feel bad for telling you that you sounded really arrogant during the interview and then have to argue with you about it. I mean, think about it. They saw your resume ahead of time. They knew you didn't have that skill or industry or whatever. So why did they talk with you? Because interviewing skills matter. That's why. I have personally prepared hundreds and hundreds of people for interviews, and every single time we talk about how they shouldn't speak negatively about current employers, and virtually 100% of the time I hear, yeah, I know, of course. But then later on in the conversation, I ask what they'll say when the employer asks them why they're leaving their current company, and easily more than half will be negative about their employer, easily. And it's like you know you shouldn't be negative, but when it applies to your specific situation and unusual circumstance, everything changes. So if you find yourself consistently being rejected for a specific skill or an industry or a title, yes, that may be true in that specific instance, but you know what? If it keeps happening over and over again, I strongly suggest you start dissecting your interviews. What did they ask? What did you say in response? How did they react to what you said? Pay close attention and then find out what professionals recommend you say in those situations. And don't assume you already know. Be open to their answers. Find out what they would say. It will make a difference. Trust me. Now, if you're not sure what to look for throughout the interview, I have a free debrief form that you're welcome to go get at speedupmyjobsearch.com/debrief. And if you look through this before your interview, you'll know what you should be paying attention to when you get there. Again, I'm Paul Cameron. I'm from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com. Please subscribe to our free YouTube channel here, or have these videos emailed to you regularly by going to drivestaff.com/motivate. And remember, it might not be the missing flux capacitor experience, but if you're aware of what's really going on and open to making some changes, you'll get better results. You can do this. Now, it's time to get to work.